Board members are attending in person or telephonically, so let me take a quick roll call, beginning with Member Gallo.
Good evening, Chair.
Member Lopez.
Good evening, Madam Chair.
Good evening, Member Colbert. Member Gould. Member Colbert, I believe, is at a graduation as we speak. Member Gould.
Present.
Member Felder.
Present.
Member Castrodano.
Good evening.
Good evening, Vice Chair Byrd. And of course,
Good evening, Chair.
Good evening, Vice Chair. As a reminder, face masks are optional while you're on school board property. I want to remind the public that board members will not be engaging in telephonic or digital communication during the meeting so that we can give our full attention to the business in front of us. And to my fellow board members and district staff members, if you're speaking into the microphone, speak directly into the microphone so that we can make sure that our YouTube and Orange TV viewers can clearly hear you. Thank you again for participating. We are going to begin with a moment of silence, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance. And as we take a moment of silence, heavy on my mind will be the lives that have been lost in the last week from tragic shootings that have happened around our nation and seem to continue to happen. And I will continue to pray for the safety of all here and across our nation and the world. And now for the pledge.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Over the past school year, we've recognized numerous schools, children, educators, departments, and programs in our district and their accomplishments here during these meetings. As we close the school year, we have a few more student recognitions that I would like to acknowledge before we discuss tonight's order of business. First, for our first recognition, I'd like to share about an organization that is near and dear to my heart. Back in 2018, our community rallied to host the 2022 Special Olympics USA Games. We were successful in part due to the phenomenal facilities that we have here in Central Florida. We were successful in part due to the leadership of the steering committee, led by a good friend of mine, Joe. And I think we were successful mostly because our community has a culture that recognizes and celebrates the unique abilities of all human beings. We secured the host role for what will be the largest series of games ever. More than 5,500 Special Olympians, coaches, and chaperones from across the country will compete in 19 different sports and venues throughout Greater Orlando. We're expected to attract more than 125,000 spectators and produce $69 million in economic impact. Opening ceremonies will take place on June 5th, and the competitions will run through June 12th. I should also mention that they need about 10,000 volunteers to make the games a success. So if you're 15 years or older, especially if you're looking to earn required high school community service hours, you can go to the Special Olympics website to register for this unique opportunity. They are also, I just got an email this afternoon, they are also looking for spectators. So I reached out to Mr. Howard earlier today to see if he could help get the message out that if you have a group that you want to bring to an event, there just might be a window of opportunity for you still to attend the Special Olympics and watch our young men and women do what they do best. Now let's get to the good part, talking about applauding some of these amazing athletes who display remarkable abilities, not only on the field, but in all areas of life. Today and every day, we celebrate their dedication and perseverance, which makes us champions for a more inclusive world. I want to ask if Miss Salarzano, I hope I have her name pronounced right, will come to the podium to make a few remarks. Welcome.
Thank you. We would like to thank Madam Chair Teresa Jacobs for your unwavering support of our OCPS Special Olympic family. We also would like to thank Charlotte Day, April Nixon, Doug Patterson, and Arlene Allen for their continued support of our program year after year. Over the past 5 years, we have grown tremendously with currently 3,500 athletes, both present and alumni, participating in Special Olympics. I feel our voices are being heard, and our population is now afforded the same opportunities as other student athletes in Orange County. USA Games are here in Orlando, June 5th through the 12th, and we are so excited for our athletes to compete. Over 5,000 athletes will descend upon Orlando, and we are lucky to have a strong Team Florida. There are 16 Olympic-type team and individual sports, and will be hosted at various venues across Orange and Osceola counties. The following athletes here today are representing the Orange County delegation of 55 athletes. And if you could please stand after I call your name. Hudson Adams Farley, volleyball. Jonathan Sadie, triathlon. Juliet Seuss, triathlon. Chad Von Scoter, triathlon. And Trajan Wynn, basketball. And I believe we might have a guest speaker, Chad.
I'm so proud to represent Team Florida. Thank you for having us today.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Let us hear from Member Gould before we release you all.
Thank you so much, and thank you, athletes, for coming and representing today. In addition to the general volunteers that the chair highlighted, there are medical volunteers that are very important. So if you know any clinicians at any level of clinical expertise, it's a great way to give back, and that is a little specialty area that they really need some help filling some slots in. So it's a wonderful way to volunteer.
Thank you. And you can go straight to the website. It is not too late to volunteer. One more round of applause for our Olympians. Tammy, we're going to have a lot of recognitions tonight, so I'm going to let you all go if you want to go. Thank you. Go Team Orlando. Our next recognition is for the winners of the 4th annual OCPS Chess Club tournament that occurred at Sunridge Elementary and Middle Schools on May 14th. This year's Chess Club tournament was organized by K through 12 competitions from program specialist Nancy Golden in the Curriculum and Digital Learning Department, and was the first face-to-face competition since February 2020. 400 students from 45 chess clubs participated in the face-to-face competition, and 80 students from 18 schools competed virtually. Our 2022 chess champs for the K through second grade divisions are Eshawn Jane, first grader at Camelot Elementary School in the face-to-face category. Is Eshawn Jane here with us? Okay, and Lake Sibylla Elementary School, first grader Leonardo Hernandez Velasquez. In the virtual category. Congratulations. The winners in the 3rd through 5th grade division are Joshua Bentley, a 3rd grader at the Orlando Gifted Academy. And that was in the face-to-face challenge. And Hunters Creek Elementary School 4th grader, Netutka Ewagama? Am I close? Ewagama? In the virtual category. And next are the winners in the middle school division. Let's hear it again for all of our elementary school winners. I can't even imagine, I'm sorry, playing chess in elementary school. Y'all are just absolutely amazing. Next are the winners in the middle school division, which include Sachit Raj Kumar, an 8th grade student at Hunters Creek Middle School in the face-to-face competition. Congratulations. And at Lake Nona Middle School, 7th grader Saritash Satharo in the virtual competition. And we have one winner in the high school face-to-face category, and that is Sirijan Ganta, high school, 9th grader at Lake Nona High School. Okay. One more time for all of our middle and high schoolers. You know, the game of chess is more than 1,300 years old, and that's how long it would probably take for me to learn how to play it. And one of the oldest and most popular games in the world. Throughout the district, there are currently 90 chess clubs. Research shows that there's a strong correlation between learning to play chess and academic achievements. Benefits include improving cognitive skills, increasing attention span, and building creativity and confidence. Congratulations to our student winners, and thank you, Nancy, for organizing a successful chess club tournament. One more time. Can we bring Nancy up with the students? For one picture with all of them up front? Huh? No, we're going to stay up here. We're going to just have, because we have so many of the kids that are coming through. Odyssey of the Mind student team that features 9th and 10th graders from Apopka, Edgewater, and Olympia High School. The Odyssey of the Mind teaches students how to develop and use their creativity, become problem solvers, and bring the classroom to life. The team won first place in the state competition in the Problem 4 Structural Engineering category and will compete in the World Finals at Iowa State University from May 25th to May 28th. Did everybody hear that? They're competing in the World Finals at Iowa State University. That's so amazing. Tell us more about the school team and competition. I would now like to invite OCPS Odyssey of the Mind coach Charlene Norato to the podium. Welcome.
Thank you so much for having us tonight. You stated what Odyssey of the Mind is very well, and that is a hard thing to do. But it is an international, creative thinking, problem-solving organization for children and young people from kindergarten through college. So we were very fortunate that our kids did fabulously well. They competed regionally, which is a 9-county area, and came in first place at our regional competition. They competed at state, which, thank you, Jerry Dimmings, is at Orange County Convention Center, and we're hoping to stay there. But that was statewide. They came in first place there, holding 580 pounds on an 8-inch, 15-gram structure. This year's challenge required them to make a matryoshka structure, which is the nesting, the nesting Russian dolls that all fit within each other. They created the maximum number of structures to nest inside, which was 3, and got the maximum point values on that, and we're very, very proud of them. There are other teams from Orange County that are also going. Gotha Middle School has a team going. Thornbrook has, I think, 2. There may be more, forgive me for not having those names, but we are so proud of our kids that compete in this organization. They do a fantastic job, and we're really looking at bringing this to more schools here in Orange County, because this is something that the kids love and enjoy, and it pushes them to their absolute limit and makes them really, really push that creativity level, and they do it, and they do it well. Can they stand up?
Oh, please.
Yes.
We're waiting.
So we have over here, guys, stand up. Stand up. Matthew Norato from Edgewater High School. Sophia Pina from Olympia High School. Maddox Hooper from Edgewater High School. Ben Drake from Edgewater High School. And Ryan Tran from Edgewater High School. We're also missing Emma Camacho from Apopka. And we're missing Stefan Lotz from Edgewater as well. They did a phenomenal job, and just so you know, next year, Sophia Pina will be the coach of this team. They will move forward with a student coach, which is, again, the goal of all things, is to have the children lead other children to success, and that's what's happening here. These young people make me proud. Thank you, guys. Thank you for recognition.
Can you bring them up?
Guys, would you like to come forward?
Congratulations.
One last thing. We're actually leaving tomorrow morning at 8 a.m. for Iowa State, where there will be over 300 teams competing, including from Switzerland, South Korea, and Poland. Of course, due to COVID, we have less teams there from other countries. There are 26 countries that actually participate in Odyssey of the Mind typically. So
Unbelievable.
we'll see you.
Well, good luck. Charlene, thank you for volunteering to coach them, and have a wonderful trip. Good luck. Have fun while you're at it. Yes, Member Casterdental, before they get away.
Yes, before you all leave, stop. I just want to wish you all luck in the world competition. I know that this is the end of a long journey. You didn't just start this year. You've been working towards this and building your skill and your ability to work together and communicate with each other to really accomplish this. And I wish you luck. And Charlene, you have been the biggest cheerleader and proponent for Odyssey of the Mind, and you've kept it going through middle schools and high schools, and I appreciate all your efforts and work. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Last but not least, I'd like to recognize student athletes from Evans, Lake Nona, Windermere, and Winter Park High Schools, whom we're proud to call our sports superstars of this 21-22 school year. Please welcome Doug Patterson, District Senior Administrator of Athletics and Activities, who will be shining a spotlight on our spring 2022 student athletes. Mr. Patterson.
Thank you, Madam Chair, Superintendent Jenkins, and school board members for having us tonight. The Evans High School girls track team, as they enter right now, once again came home with gold from the FHSA State Championship track and field meet. For the second straight year, their relay teams excelled at the highest level. The 4x800 relay team and the 4x400 relay team captured the FHSA state championships earlier this month, led by head coach Patricia Danilay Porter. The 4x800 claimed a repeat state championship with a time that was 30 seconds faster than the Trojans' previous 2022 best. Evans had a 3-minute, 49-second victory in the 4x400. Coach Porter will now introduce the members of the 4x800 and the 4x400 meter team that are with us tonight. Coach?
Good evening. Good evening. Thank you all so much for having me on tonight. I want to give honor to God for allowing me to create an opportunity to be here in such a time as this. My name is Patricia Danley Porter. Beside me, I have my relay team member, Coach Barnador. This is my right-hand young coach. And I have the pleasure of introducing to you all 6 state champions. 2019, I was here for 1 state champion. 2020, there was the pandemic. 2021, we were here for 5. And this year, we're here for 6. Next year, we plan to be back with our whole team. Amen. So, awesome. So we have Alicia Boyer, who is a junior. She's a 2-time state champion. Her twin sister, Queen Boyer. We have our freshman, Aubriana Scott, who is a first-time on 2 different relays state champion. Aubrielle Scott, 2-time state champion, her big sister. We have Mariama Kamara, her first time being a state champ. And we have, we call her like a little legend. Her name is Kamaj Moore. She actually made it in all of her individual races. She's also a 4-time state champion here at Evans High School. Let's give it up for Kamaj. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Coach, and congratulations, girls. We look forward to seeing you next year. Sure thing. Alex. Three here?
No, there's more. Shut up.
Oh, perfect. Thank you, and once again, congratulations, girls. Lake Nona girls water polo. After Lake Nona claimed the district water polo championships, they advanced to the Final Four in Miami. Lake Nona defeated Boca Raton in the semifinals, which set up an all OCPS championship game against Winter Park. The Lions claimed their second straight title by defeating the Wildcats 9-6 with a great second half comeback, which concluded with a 5-goal run after being down by 2. The girls are 44-0 over the last 2 years, and these seniors have lost just 2 games. They've claimed 3 Metro and 3 District and 3 regional championships to go along with 2 FHSA back-to-back state titles. 2 have signed college scholarships, and 3 were named to the All-Sentinel All-Area team, which I will let Coach speak on in just a minute. Coach Alex Bennett was also named Coach of the Year, and this Lake Nona team had a team GPA of 3.525. Now introduce Coach Bennett to introduce the girls who are with us tonight.
Girls, just stand when I call your name. In the back row is junior Emily Shear. Emily was all Orlando Sentinel this year and all Metro. Yeah, I need to see who's there, sorry. Liz Angel Hernandez is also a junior. Gabriella Martins, junior. Fernanda Nakazone Brito, who is a senior. If you believe it or not, she's going to the University of Florida. She's going to play club water polo there. She scored a goal in both state championships in the last 2 years. So, Fernanda. Samantha Prather is a senior. She'll be attending University of Central Florida in the fall. She also is our top defender. Peyton Human is a senior. She'll be attending Florida Gulf Coast University in the fall, and also one of our captains as well. Kirsten Farley is signed a scholarship to attend Gannon University in the fall. Kirsten led this year's state tournament in goals, so Kirsten Farley. Melissa Sokolis is our starting goalie for the last 3 years. She'll be attending Boston University in the fall, and she was also a member of the Orlando Sentinel team, the Metro team, and one of the best goalies that I've had the honor to coach. Marina Carmen will also be attending University of Central Florida. She scored the 2 go-ahead goals this year in the state championship when it was 6-6 to go ahead 8-6. Marina Carmen. And Bailey Chambers is a freshman this year. It's her first year, and we have 3 late ones that just arrived. Ava Conway, while you're standing, she's a freshman. Sasha Soler is a junior goalkeeper. And Anna Carrera is a junior as well. So I don't think I missed anybody. That's everybody.
All right.
They have something for you.
Stay right here. You're not getting off that easy, Coach. Okay. One last announcement with Lake Nona Girls Water Polo. The Florida High School Athletic Association is very proud to announce 7 new members of the Florida High School Athletic Hall of Fame. With the 32nd induction class, the FHSA Hall of Fame celebrates more than 101 years of interscholastic competition featuring some of the most accomplished student athletes, coaches, administrators, and officials from the state of Florida. Coach Alex Bennett, an accomplished water polo and swimming and diving coach at Lake Nona High School and previously at Gulliver Preparatory Academy School. Bennett has combined for 11 FHSA water polo state championships and has been named Coach of the Year several times by the Florida Dairy Farmers, Orlando Sentinel, Miami Herald, and USA Water Polo. He has served on the NFHS and FHSAA water polo advisory committees and has seen several of his student athletes receive athletic scholarships. From all of us here at OCPS, congratulations.
Thank you. Are they going to go take a picture?
Can we bring up the kids for a picture?
They also have a shirt for Dr. Jenkins and Mrs. Lopez, and for you, a state championship shirt. So they want to give you those.
Thank you so much. Congratulations. Thank you. We're all that team. We'll make sure
Thank you. Please exit this way.
Before you all leave, let me call on Member Lopez.
Before you leave, Coach, congratulations. Thank you so much for making us proud. I just the coffee. For making us proud, and thank you for all you do. I know that this is a very hard, commitment, staying after school, going to the games, but having the satisfaction as well of having those athletes, not only good athletes, but also great students because of the GPA. Oh my God, I'm so proud of the Lions, and I am so proud of Lake Nona High School all the time. I'm here for you, so whatever you need from me, I am here, okay? So congratulations, very proud.
All right, sticking with Lake Nona, the Lake Nona boys tennis team captured the FHSA state championship earlier this month. OCPS's first team title in boys tennis since 1935 at Orlando High School.
And she just went,
The Lions went an undefeated 25-0, claiming Metro, District, and Regional championships. 5 players claimed individual district titles. Harry Michalowski was a single state quarterfinalist and doubles team state champion along with his partner Kartik Mandla. Michalowski was also named Orlando Sentinel Player of the Year. Coach Beard was named Florida Dairy Farmers Coach of the Year, and Lake Nona's team GPA in their state championship year was 3.387. Congratulations, Coach and boys who are with us tonight.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, guys.
Member Lopez?
Thank you, Lake Nona team, and congratulations again. Keep making history. I'm so proud of you.
Next up, Windermere High School boys weightlifting, Andres Gorin. Andres has been a 2-time Metro and District champ. I'll read that by saying he's only a sophomore. In 2022, he added the regional title and claimed the FHSA state championship. He lifted at 169 pounds with a bench of 305 pounds and a clean and jerk of 300 pounds. Andres was also a Metro, District, and Regional champ in the newest FHSA weightlifting event, the Snatch. He earned 4th at states in that event. Andres' weighted GPA is currently 4.9, and as I said, he is only a sophomore. Andres is joined today by head coach Eric Olson, who just informed me he is also competing at nationals and just broke a national record most recently. So, Coach Olson, Andres, congratulations.
If it looks like we're clearing out, it's just everybody's afraid of you. That's crazy.
By the end of summer, right?
Oh my. Oh my gosh. I'm just looking at it.
All right, and our final recognition for the evening, Winter Park High School boys volleyball. The Wildcats claimed the first FHSA boys volleyball state championship in school history with a thrilling 5-set win in yet another all OCPS FHSA championship game as they defeated 2-time defending champion Freedom. The Wildcats finished the year with a 28-2 record while claiming a district and regional title and a national ranking of 18th in the country. The Wildcats were led by head coach and Winter Park High School alum Jesse Day. Coach Day was a player on the Wildcats when Winter Park made their lone trip to the state finals 10 years ago. The Wildcats were led by Ryan Peluso, who is committed to Long Beach State to play Division I volleyball. Peluso also won Orlando Sentinel Player of the Year, and the Wildcats posted a team GPA this championship season of 3.543. I'll bring up Coach Day to introduce his players.
So I'm Jesse Day, as you guys can tell. I'm here to present everybody. If I, can have them stand up one at a time. If I can start here, I have Junior Dixon Collado. Next, I have my lone freshman, Jacob Little Phillips. Not very little. Next, I have a senior, Stephen Childs. Followed by another senior, Dylan Clunan. I have a junior here, Cole Collado. Next is followed by another senior, Zachary Ross. I have my last senior here, my second to last senior, Andrew Webb. I have a junior here, JP Nolasco. My Long Beach commit, Ryan Peluso. I have junior Catcher Stewart. I have my assistant coach in his third year, father of Ryan Peluso, Roger Peluso. I have last on our official staff is another alumni of Winter Park class of 2012, assistant coach Terrell Roberson. And then I'd like to also announce our athletic director, Mr. Matthew Arnold. Principal. As you can tell, this is my first time here, a bit nervous. I want to say thank you to all of you for this presentation. This has been, obviously a bit nerve-wracking for all of them and us as it being new. Me being so young, I just want to say thank you, for all of this and what you guys do for us in this sport and especially our program here at this high school where I'm a privilege to be a part of. So thank you to all of you and him.
Wow.
Appreciate it.
The real athletic director. Or you can switch titles. No.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Winter Park. And seniors, remember, once a Wildcat, always a Wildcat.
We like your speech at graduation.
Thank you. You guys are
Thank you. Nice job. Congratulations, guys. Thank you, Madam Chair, Superintendent Jenkins, and school board members for your continued support of OCPS athletics this year. We appreciate it. Thanks so much.
Absolutely. We are thrilled to be able to continue to support athletics. The only thing I will say, Mr. Patterson, is that we hope that the citizens of Orange County and the voters of Orange County will be as gracious as they've been to us in the past, and they will continue to support the millage so that we can continue to support athletics, our teachers, and everything else. Thank you. Okay, we have a proclamation. We are proclaiming June 22nd as LGBTQ plus Pride Plus and Pulse Remembrance Month here in Orange County Public Schools. I'm going to ask Marianne Anderson, Program Specialist, mental health team, student services, and Heather Wilkie, Executive Director of the Zebra Coalition, if they would come forward to read the proclamation. Thank you all so much.
Thank you, Madam Chair. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm very privileged to be able to introduce Ms. Heather Wilkie, who is the Executive Director for the Zebra Coalition. And for those who are not familiar, the Zebra Coalition is a local organization that provides support to LGBT plus youth ages 13 to 24. Ms. Wilkie?
Thank you so much. All right. Proclamation for LGBTQ+ Pride and Pulse Remembrance Month. Whereas Orange County Public Schools embraces and celebrates our diversity along with our lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and questioning community, and is committed to supporting dignity and equity for all people, and whereas many of our students, family members, and employees are part of the LGBTQ+ community and are greatly valued, and whereas various advancements have been made with respect to equitable treatment of LGBTQ+ persons throughout the nation, yet LGBTQ+ persons still face discrimination. And whereas many municipalities and organizations across our nation recognize and celebrate June as LGBTQ+ Pride Month. And whereas June has become a symbolic month in which LGBTQ+ persons and allies come together in various celebrations of pride. And whereas on June 2nd, 2016, 49 innocent members of our community lost their lives in a senseless act of hate at the Pulse nightclub tragedy, many of whom identified as LGBTQ+ individuals. And whereas this tragedy deeply impacted the Central Florida community and the LGBTQ+ community and will never be forgotten. Now, therefore, be it resolved, the School Board of Orange County, Florida does hereby declare June 2022 as LGBTQ Pride and Pulse Remembrance Month in Orange County Public Schools. Thank you.
Thank you. Member Gallo.
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just wanted to, I toured the Zebra Coalition. It was years and years ago with Christine Bermucci, long before I was even thinking of being on the school board. And I saw firsthand what you do for our students and our children in Orange County. And now more than ever, they need you. And so I just wanted to say thank you from the bottom of my heart, like for all that you do and continue to do for our students. It means so much. So thank you.
Thank you, Member Gallo. I was trying to find words to describe how important this proclamation is this year to our youth who are struggling to understand the adults in the world around them. And frankly, it's not just the youth that are struggling to understand the adults around them. It is a lot of our adults that are struggling to understand the adults around them. I got an email today from a teacher wanting to know what could they do, what can they say. Can they still have a pride flag at the door? Can they still have a sticker? I have a pride watch on I found yesterday, they're wondering what they can do, and I keep wanting to assure them if they can keep doing what they're doing, that we've never been teaching our kindergartners to third graders. We've not been sexualizing our little kids. That was never happening. But the fear that this past year has implanted has been dangerous beyond words. And so this proclamation, I think, is more important than any year since we've been issuing it, which is the last 4 years. And that coupled with, we started this meeting, and just at the beginning of the meeting, you all may or may not know, but 14 children were killed in a Texas elementary school by a shooter who is one of those students in that elementary school. And I tie that all together because I think it was just last week that we were being criticized because we wanted to make sure that our next superintendent understood what social emotional learning meant and how important it was for our children to understand their feelings, to have self-awareness, to have awareness of others, to know how to get along with each other, and to know how not to get along with each other. How do we deal with our differences in a civil and a right way? Never mind the fact that it's in the statute and we have to teach it. We now have books being pulled off, math books being censored because they had social emotional learning questions in them. It is a terribly confusing time for our children. It's a terribly confusing time for our teachers. And it is a terribly troubling time for all of us who worry, is tomorrow going to be a better day than today? Are we going to turn the corner and start heading back in a positive direction? I hope and pray that we do. But for right now, I hope and pray that for the last day of school tomorrow, that we have all hands on deck. Member Casterdental.
Thank you, Madam Chair. And your words are very poignant. I also want to recognize you, Heather, for the proclamation and all the work that you do. I have yet to go to the Zebra Coalition, but I hope to go soon. I hope you'll open the door when I just show up there. So come on. But I want to also make a statement from the dais of support for all of our LGBTQ students and employees. I know that there is an effort to instill fear, and the chilling effect of what people can say is not an accident. So know that this board has your back. We will not sit by idly while others instill fear and try to destroy the dignity of each person. So we are committed to the same values as we were a year ago. That has not changed. Instead, I think it's kind of reinforced my resolve to support our students and employees. So thank you for all that you do. Thank you.
All right. Dr. Jenkins, do we have introductions of any newly appointed administrators?
We have several, Madam Chair. Let me go through them quickly. Marilyn Berger was the resource teacher at Lake Weston, will be the new assistant principal at Cheney Elementary. Gail Beasley will be the new assistant principal at Cypress Creek High School. Rosemary Burson will be the principal of Castle Creek Elementary. Tony Buxton will be the principal of Apopka Elementary. Martha Chang will be the new executive area director. Alfay Floyd will be the new principal at West Oaks Elementary. Rosine Bowie will be the principal at Pinewood Elementary. Andrew Fromberg will be the assistant principal at Ocoee Middle School. Julie Helton will be an executive area director. Rhonda Hunt will be the principal of Tangelo Park Elementary. Kristen Joyner will be the assistant principal at Edgewater High School. Mary Levy will be the assistant principal at Weingard. And Ann Leinau will be the principal at Cypress Springs Elementary. Erin Marie Vaccio will be the principal at Acceleration East. Jennifer Williams will be the principal of Innovation Middle. That is it, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Dr. Jenkins. Thank you, Dr. Jenkins. Are there, pardon me?
I'm sorry. The acceleration, who did you say was the principal? Was that Vacchio? Aaron, it was Aaron. Oh, awesome. Thank you. She's great.
Dr. Jenkins, are there any changes to the agenda as published?
No changes, Madam Chair.
All right. Seeing no changes, is there a motion to approve the agenda as published? Motion by Member Gallo. Is there a second? Second by Member Gould. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Opposed? Motion carries with all members present voting in the affirmative. We have a public hearing on request for approval of the adoption of the 9/11 math textbooks, instructional resource materials. Pardon me? Member Byrd, are you on the phone?
I am.
Let me register your vote. I apologize, I glossed over you. Your vote on adopting the agenda as published?
Yes, aye.
Thank you. So the motion carries with all members present and Vice Chair Byrd voting in the affirmative. Thank you, Member Castrodeno. All right, we are on item 3.01, public hearing, request approval of the adoption of the 9 through 12 math textbook instructional resources and materials. Dr. Jenkins, you're recognized.
Thank you, Madam Chair. It is that time of year for our approval. I want to assure everyone that our textbook is actually on the state-approved list for instructional resources. This is the time for public hearing to hear from any members of the public before your final adoption of our math textbook.
All right, do we have any members of the public?
No, we don't have any callers or any yellow cards that were
All
filled
right,
out.
Thank you. If there are no members of the public that wish to speak to item 3.01, I will entertain a motion to approve or deny the recommendation.
I move to approve.
Okay, we have a motion from Member Castrodeno to approve the recommendation. Is there a second? Second by Member Lopez. All in favor, please say aye.
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 Member Vice Chair Byrd?
Aye.
Motion carries with all members present and Vice Chair motioning in the affirmative. And I believe that is the only public hearing that we have. We have the consent agenda. Is there a motion to approve the consent agenda?
So moved.
Motion by Member Gould to approve the consent agenda. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Member Gallo. All members in favor of approving the consent agenda, please say aye.
Aye.
Member Vice Chair?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries with all members and Vice Chair motioning in the affirmative. We are now on 1701, removed from the consent agenda. Is that correct, Dr. Jenkins?
There were no changes to the consent agenda.
All right, so 1701 is not removed from
That's
the consent
correct.
agenda. Then that would take us to informational items. Dr. Jenkins, you're recognized.
Madam Chair, I'll be very brief. Let me just say how pleased we are that the class of 2022 is rolling through here. Got some numbers to share with you that make us quite proud. 12,243 graduates this year. First calculations put us probably at about 94% and counting. Remember, we have summer graduation as well for those who may just be slightly short. But 12,243 crossing our stages this week, we are extremely proud of. 82 have committed to the Army, and we like to recognize 67 for the Air Force, 79 Marines, 7 Coast Guard, and 76 Navy. And scholarship dollars, this is also one of those and counting categories, $175 million to date. I'm sorry, let me say the whole number. $175,113,844 scholarships to our brilliant seniors.
Wow.
Thanks to Dr. Border and his tremendous high school team, Dr. Vasquez and all those who worked to get them across that finish line. Our high school principals are phenomenal, but we celebrate 12,243 graduates. That is my report, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Thank you, Dr. Jenkins. Ms. Envo.
I have two things. First one, on May 18th, 2022, our attorney Keshara Cowens in our office, she was sworn in as the secretary for the 2022-2023 Orange County Bar Association Executive Council. This is the OCBA's first all-female group of officers in the organization's 89-year history. And I want to publicly congratulate her. She consistently represents OCPS with professionalism, integrity, honesty, and grace. And I know she's in the building. I don't think she's down here though. But anyway, so congratulations, Kishara. And secondly, this morning, Mr. Palmerini and I and Mr. Howitt, we went to the Board of County Commissioners and we did our presentation on the referendum. And I'm happy to report that they unanimously approved for the resolution to go on the ballot in August.
Wonderful. Do we have any committee reports? I see. Member Gould, you're recognized.
From the land of many, I wanted to comment on the superintendent's numbers. So there were over 12,000 graduates. Well, Windermere High School all by itself had 1,100 of them. So I just want to point that out. And that next year we will add 2 more high schools to our roster of graduations with Lake Buena Vista and Horizon High. And Windermere will be back down to a normal size class. So that is fantastic. And, you know, that's the happy. The chair brought up the shooting, which I did not realize. She had said something and I didn't quite catch it as we were starting the meeting. But there are now 14 children that will never graduate. And please say prayers for those families. And please help fight hate. Please help correct misinformation that drives hate.
Thank you, Member Gould. Member Gallo?
Thank you, Madam Chair. I just want to congratulate Scott Fritz on being named the CEO to the Early Learning Coalition of Central Florida. He is a former, he was a chief of high schools for Orange County. I think his last position here in Orange County Public Schools. So I just wanted to give him a shout out and say congratulations.
Absolutely. Absolutely. That's exciting news. It's exciting we get to keep him here and we get to work with him. Yes. Dr. Jenkins, you once gave me the pleasure of sending him, when I was mayor, we wanted to go to Philadelphia. I think it was Philadelphia to check out a program they had. And you sent him along with us. Yes. How, along with Kevin Shaughnessy. And Kevin Shaughnessy's wife is Linda Shaughnessy. And Linda Shaughnessy is the chairman of the coalition. So how about that? So, yeah, that's not why he got the job, but it is a small world. All right, if there are no further announcements, this meeting is now adjourned.